Hello guys, I'm Eddie V. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, go on and hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any of my videos. And don't forget to like this video to help with the YouTube algorithm and help me get to becoming a famous YouTuber. But that's just a joke, even though I do want to be famous. Anyway, back in January, I made a video about whether or not you should be an owner-operator in 2022. And in that video, I had some comments where guys were like, you should have never said that. No, you shouldn't, because the rates are great right now. They're up. Well, to tell you the truth, that's if you know what you're doing. Right now, guys, we're having a little issue. I kind of predicted what was going to happen, but not at the same time. I did not know that it was going to be this bad. So in 2022, should you be an owner-operator? Part 2. That's the title of the video, and I'm going to explain why. First of all, guys, I'm going to explain what is going on and when I will become an owner-operator already coming up. First of all, guys, I have still credit card debt to pay off, which hopefully I'll pay off soon, from when I was an owner-operator with Sinai Express and owned the Volvo VT830, and those credit cards were used to help pay for maintenance. And long story short, I got scammed on some parts that I haven't got money from, which that guy only paid back $200, and hopefully he will pay me back someday. Still chasing him down. But most of the other money I spent with my credit cards was legit towards maintenance, and I'm still paying that off. And I can't be an owner-operator until I sell something, which is already in process, that will make it better with my credit score. And when I pay off my credit cards, my credit score will be higher. And the fact that I opened up ERV Logistics LLC, I think that's the full name. I got to look at my business license, because the company I'm working at requires me to be like a subcontractor, which I have to pay my own taxes, but this company does pay 3 times as more than the previous company I worked at as a company driver, so that all balances out. I'm still gonna make more money than what I'll be paying for taxes, and it's worth it to open it up your own company. That way it'd be easier for you to become an owner-operator. So that's the current things, and once that's all cleared out, I have to know what the basically the freight rates are. Probably going to stick with this company to be an owner-operator. Not going to go on 100% on my own for a while. And I just got to weigh my options on what I'm going to do. Because, yes, buying a truck is one thing, but I got to weigh in on my options. And here's what I'm looking at. So, should you become an owner-operator right now in 2022 as of June? Here is the yes part of this answer. There's a yes and no. Yes, so if you have good money for emergency, if your truck breaks down, if you have a few stacks laying around, and if you can afford the payments. So basically, if you can afford the payments and you have emergency money for maintenance, or if the truck breaks down laying around, go ahead and do it. But with one exception, since your insurance is probably going to be higher than 2 years ago, the premiums and everything, and your fuel is definitely higher, make sure, if you're going to be an owner-operator, make sure the type of freight or trailer you're going to be pulling has good rates, and you have good connections on the company you're leasing onto. Or if you're on your own, make sure you have good connections with brokers. And third thing, a lot of these owner-operators do have connections directly to the shipper, whether they drive local in their state or they do over the road. If you have those connections directly with the shipper, or good relations with the carrier leased onto, or the broker, then I would say go ahead and do it. As long as you're satisfied with the rate, look at what your operating costs are before you become an owner-operator. So basically, calculate your operating costs, your average. It's never going to be accurate, and see what you need to run minimum in order to at least break even in this day and age. If you're good with that, then you're all set. Now, here is why you should not be an owner-operator. Okay, fuel price is high. The lowest fuel price I saw so far in the past 2 trips I did was $4.99 a gallon, and that was in Texas. And I'm pretty sure if I go back to Texas right now, it is probably around $5.10 to $5.20 a gallon at the mom and pop truck stops. I'm not talking about Love's. Love's has the highest, I've seen the highest flipping diesel prices out of all truck stops. Okay, that is why you shouldn't be an owner operator. Second, if you own a truck that has DEF, DEF is on shortage right now in a lot of places and states, and it is also high. I mean, yes, you don't pay that much for DEF usually, but something to keep in an eye, that if you run out of DEF, your truck ain't moving anywhere. Sorry, that's my dogs yapping around back in the background. All right, third, insurance premiums. You gotta know which insurance company you're going for. That is a no. So why I say, if you're gonna get insurance, if you're leased onto a carrier, try to get insurance through them from the carrier you're leasing onto, because it's gonna be a lot cheaper than going in your own. This is the reason why a lot of companies are shutting down. One of the reasons, because they can't even pay the premiums on the insurance because they won't make a profit after paying their drivers or for themselves. So basically, Toll Piglet is on YouTube. He would make, I think, $900,000 in 4 months or whatever he predicted. Didn't really follow around him. He's closing down because in order to keep his company running, he has to buy new insurance. And his new quote from Geico was, I forgot how much. Basically, you do the math on your own, but he said that for a year he had to put a 30% down payment on the insurance premium for all his trucks, which means he would have to pay $70,000 out of pocket for his 12 or 15 trucks that he's running, which are hot shots. Those are hot shots, not semi trucks, in order to have insurance. So basically, that's another reason. Insurance premiums are through the roof. Who knows why? And another reason, guys, is them brokers. So here's why I'm not going to be an owner-operator just yet as well. I might save my money. Right now, I am stuck for a day. So far, it's already counting. I usually, as soon as I empty, I already have another load from the boss, because I get paid at 30% of the load, so I get to see the rates. The rates are good, but to get the rates that we want, looks like you may have to sit longer. So guys, with that being said, unless you have a direct contract with the shipper, here's why you do not want to be an owner operator, because right now the brokers are not regulated, which I hope the government will make them regulated someday, to where they cannot take over a certain percentage of the load being brokered, and they cannot cheat or lie on how much the customer is paying the broker to broker out the load. And right now, the brokers are even posting loads under $2 a mile. We are seeing rates up to $5 to $7 to $8 a mile, but you have to wait a long time, or longer than usual, in order to get that load. Used to be, when I started with this company, used to be that I could get a load right away and it was good rate right away. But right now, in order to get the good rate, you got to sit a while. And also, because there's a lot of truckers out there, the loads get grabbed quickly. I'm pretty sure if I would have got unloaded on a Monday versus a Tuesday, because that's just the way, that's when they were open to unload. I couldn't unload earlier. I would have gotten a load faster, but because there's a lot of truckers out there, it drops the price of the freight down, and also the freight available to haul is very low as well. So that's another reason why you got to think about those cheap brokers. And basically, if you're owner operator right now, don't take that cheap freight unless you absolutely have to. Let that broker sit until he has to raise his prices. Also, another reason, guys, truck payments. If you become an owner operator, you also got to factor in truck and trailer payments, or even rental for the trailer, or lease for the trailer payments, if truck as well. Basically, guys, a lot of companies are closing out with brand new trucks because they cannot afford to pay the payments on their trucks, because when you factor in fuel costs, insurance costs, cheap freight, maintenance costs, like if the truck breaks down or you got preventive maintenance done or this needs to be replaced, and also paying the driver, companies are hardly making any money. So they have to sell out. A lot of companies are also selling out because their trucks, some of their trucks are worth double than what they bought them 5 years ago. So they're making profit, whole bunch of profit, and pretty much ready to retire or open up a different industry in the business, because they just sold out their trucking company and made way more money on the trucks. So that's another thing to factor out. Make sure you can pay for your truck and trailer as well. So there you go, guys. There is your pretty much 11-minute answer, hopefully it wasn't boring, of whether or not you should be a trucker. Or no, not a trucker, an owner-operator in 2022. So guys, I will update you. There might be a part 3 once I get closer. But here's what my recommendation is. You just listen to that answer, but I would wait things out until the end of this year or towards the fall time, because freight will drop even more down towards Christmas, especially after Christmas and the New Year. So basically, guys, keep in touch with my channel. I'm going to update you what I see out here on the road and what the freight rates are and everything. But my suggestion is, if you're just starting in this game, do not become an owner-operator until the end of this year. Or basically, if you see things improving, then become an owner-operator. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm Eddie V, signing off. Guys, I'm Eddie V. 2004 turn right. This particular package, drive an attempt on the 6 Series.